Refreshing. It's happening? Hello, everyone. I see it. There it is. Woohoo! We got it. Yay! Hi! How's it going? Happy Wednesday. I am Megan Westcomb. I am back. Welcome to Icon Live, where we bring you the best of beauty, health, pop culture, and living simply, and apparently crafts too. So that's going to be fun. Today, I was trying to think of something cute and clever, like Wet Paint Wednesday. It didn't quite work. So today we're going to do a painting challenge again. If you scroll just below this video on our page, there's the last one I did, the watermelon painting video, so check that out for sure. And then today, we thought it would be kind of fun to challenge me a little bit. I'm going to try to make a painting from scratch in 30 minutes. Completely finish it, and so that's the challenge, is 30-minute painting challenge, and I think I can do it. I'm a little nervous, but it's going to be so much fun. So since we still miss Steph so much, she is on a very tropical, fabulous vacation, so I'm going to paint a tropical sunset, and then it can be for her office, if she likes it, if it turns out. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, I guess. We might as well just get started, right? And let's do it. Oh, first, before we get started, I'll just tell you what I have supplies-wise. We're going to do acrylic paints, first of all, on canvas. And the canvas was just from Joann Fabrics, and this great easel that I have is just a tabletop easel, and it's the best. It also kind of looks like a music stand, and it completely folds down and into this really tiny little thing. It has its own little carrying case. So if you're into painting at all, this is a great little investment. I wouldn't even call it an investment. I think this guy was only $10. So that's a great thing to have if you are a painter, because you can bring it wherever you want. Excuse me. And then, so yeah, I'm going to do acrylic paints. I've got my set here. I've got my handy dandy Beauty Blender palette that I'm going to use. This is the lid to it, just in case I get crazy with wanting to mix. I have that. Got my water for rinsing brushes, and all of my fabulous brushes, and paper towels, of course. Hi! Thank you, Megan, for joining. Megan! Great! We spell our names differently, but still an awesome name. Good job. And yeah, so I guess I'm just going to begin, and it's going to be a sunset, is what we're hoping for at the end. I did a little bit of research on what sunsets look like, but... Oh yeah, there we go. The inspiration. So I want to do a lot of reds and oranges and purplies and magentas and some palm tree. Maybe just a palm tree because of time. It's going to be beautiful. Can't wait. Okay, so shall we start the clock? Everyone wish me luck. All right, 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to start. So acrylics, you don't, unlike watercolors, you don't need to use a ton of water. You can just start going with your paints. And you want to go, when you're painting like a landscape especially, you want to go the furthest away thing first to the closest thing. So I'm going to start with the furthest away part of the sky, and I'm just going to start going with this really pretty magenta color with a bunch of paint on my brush so that I can spread it around. That is so pretty. Great, here we go.
Christina is sending some motivation. She says, "You got this."
Yes! Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate it. I hope I got this. I'm really doing a true 30-minute challenge. I didn't even mix any of my paints, and now that I realize that I haven't mixed any colors yet, I'm like, oh my gosh, hopefully I can make this look good. So as you can see, a little paint does not go a long way. Just really, if you are ever wanting to try painting with acrylics, really load your brush.
Why did you choose acrylics over watercolors?
I don't have as much experience with watercolors. I like that acrylics dry really quickly also, because they do. And so that, for me, okay, I'm just kind of a maybe, I don't want to say impatient, maybe a little impatient. I just like to go fast with my crafts. I don't like being super meticulous, and so acrylics allow you to do that because like once it's on there, and that's awesome. I'm gonna do more magenta, and while I'm at it, I'm so nervous. I'm like, the time, it's going. I'm gonna throw down some of my red color, get this going here. I thought about doing like a, excuse me, like a blue ocean, like daytime situation, but I changed my mind. I'm just gonna get all sorts of different colors going here, and we're gonna mix them all around, and it's gonna be totally beautiful, I think. Again, I'm not any sort of like professional. I just have seen paints before and using what I think will look pretty. So, oops, here we go. Get a little bit.
Sam is saying no pressure, girl. No pressure.
No pressure, thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. But some pressure, 27-minute pressure. All right, here we go, up in the top here. I also, I've taken a couple paint classes like a long time ago in oh my gosh, elementary school. Okay, I'm not even going to add that to my resume. We'll just say I've never taken really paint classes, but I do, because I haven't taken classes, I do have a very specific style I've noticed about myself. I like doing lots of just big, long strokes instead of like smaller strokes. Like I like just the big sweeping motions. Okay, I think that's going to be good on our magenta. I'm going to add a little bit of, actually, now that I'm looking at this and it's so pink, I'm going to add some blue. Your dark colors are going to go a long way when you add them to the mix, by the way. Oh yeah, that's awesome looking. Yeah. Okay, so now I've got this really cool like darkish purple situation going, and I'm just going to kind of throw that up in the corners a little bit because it's going to be nighttime soon. Yes. Boo, 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 do, do, do. Looking great. Singing really helps when you're painting. Okay, there we go. Oh, that looks really nice. See, it's all about experimenting. And also, if it doesn't look nice, just, use your brush and kind of blend it in even more to make it look nice. And keep reaffirming yourself that you're doing a great job. That looks really cool up there. Actually, I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
Good job. Keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of some reds to kind of, because we're in Hawaii or the Bahamas or maybe even just California. Sunsets are awesome here. Some reds in here. Oh my gosh, remember when those fires were happening in LA and the sun was bright red? That was crazy. If you don't live in Los Angeles, there were some fires that happened and the sky was so smoky that the sun looked like a red burning globe in the sky, and it was a little eerie, a little unsettling. Okay, so I'm mixing this red with the magenta and it's making this really pretty, it's kind of orangey. I like it. I'm very into it. I'm very happy about it. So, okay, just to give you an idea of what I'm thinking the sun is going to be like right here-ish. And then I'm going to do some land and like a palm tree was kind of one of the pictures that I saw and I'm trying to imitate. So there we go. I'm going to make some orange because we got to have orange. So I'm going to throw in some more red next to the yellow. Pardon me. And just use the same. Courtney, thanks for joining. She says it looks amazing and I truly appreciate your support. Okay, yeah, so now I'm adding in this orangey color that I just made with my red and yellow, which looks like ketchup and mustard initially, but then you put it on your canvas and voila! You have a beautiful sunset sky. So the cool thing with acrylics too is that as you paint over the top of your other paints that you've got going, you can blend and mix your colors actually on the canvas itself, which is what I'm kind of doing as I keep going over like the blue area here. I'm not using my blue paintbrush, but I've painting over it, and it's kind of a cool effect. I don't know the technical term for what's going on, but I'm thinking just blending is what it is. Yeah, great. I'm loving this. I think this looks lovely. How are we doing? 20? Oh, we're doing great for time. Everybody relax. So much fun. Pep talks for myself. It's great. Okay, Megan. Oh, thank you. Megan says that it's already very pretty. I appreciate it. So now I'm going to go, just going to use every single paintbrush. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to start kind of making the area where I want the sun to be. So acrylics also dry darker than you paint them on. So like I learned that the hard way. I tried to make this painting one time of this mermaid underwater because I love mermaids so much. And I painted, like, when I was painting, it was all these really pretty greens and blues when it was wet, and then it dried, and it was almost brownish. And I was like, oh no! So since that painting, I've learned that go brighter because it's gonna dry darker, if that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. Okay, so this area right here where I'm putting my yellow is where the sun is gonna be, and I really wanna make it nice and bright. So I left it, yeah, right here-ish. That's gonna be the sun. Yeah. Great. And then I'm gonna throw some yellow in over here and kind of mix it in with what I've already got going on. Oops, I accidentally got some red on my brush, but that's okay because it's still all beautiful. It's the theme of today. Every time I paint also, I do feel very Bob Ross, but my voice is not as soothing as his, I don't think. Or maybe it is. Are you all soothed? Are you soothed by the melodic tones of my voice? Okay. Elif
loves this color combination.
Thank you so much. I'm loving it too. I get a little bit scared of blues and greens, so an orange and red. Oops, see, I got a little bit of an accident there, but if I just use my paintbrush and smooth it on out, look at that, my accident's gone. It's like it never happened. There's no mistakes, only awesome art. Okay, this is looking beautiful. I'm really happy with this. Yellow, again, a lot. You need a lot of, when you do acrylics, it's the exact opposite of watercolors. If you've noticed, I haven't even touched the water yet. Because you don't need to, because it's, well, you will eventually when you want to rinse your brushes, but so far I haven't needed water at all, which is great. So there's where my sun's going to be, and I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, now I'm going to do the ocean. Great. Just decided right now. So I'm going to make some orange, because you know when the sun's setting and you're at the ocean and the ocean looks like it's a fire? That's what we're gonna go for. Okay, here we go.
Catherine is doing her physics homework while she watches this, and she says she is very soothed.
Oh, Catherine! First of all, physics homework. Good job on being extremely smart. And then second of all, I'm so glad that you're soothed. Okay, that's way too red. So I'm gonna just scoop up some of this yellow over here and add that. Yes, loving that orange. That is definitely what we wanted for the ocean. Yes, great. I'm just getting up in there with that paint. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking down here is going to be my ocean area. And I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom because I am going to add land. So we're going to leave a little bit of white at the bottom, but I'm going to kind of try to actually, yeah, just for my own. Samantha has joined us. She says, girl, you're the new Bob Ross. Thank you. That's such a compliment. I'm going to use my pencil. Do I have anything to trace with? Paper towel. Use what you got. And I'm just going to make a straight line with my pencil. And that's kind of going to, oh gosh, maybe. That's going to be my guide for where the ocean starts and ends. Great. So there's my line. Excuse me. Let's go back with my orange. And yeah, so I felt like I put a ton of paint on my palette and it went nowhere. So really lots of paints. These small little kits are great for smaller paintings. You can go anywhere and get these bigger sizes for, at home I use all of these big sizes because I like to go crazy with my paints. So, okay, so this is a little bit of a different orange, but that's okay because that's going to add beautiful dimension to our ocean, I think. So there we go. We're going for it with the orange here. Yep. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like literally just scooping the paint onto my brush and throwing it up on the, whoa, did some just fly? I think some paint just flew. Acrylic is, to clean, you just use soap and water. I don't know actually. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of red in here to kind of make it, yeah, that's looking great. Loving it. Okay, so there's my ocean area. Let's get a little bit more of this dark. Ooh, yes, that looks great. Okay, good. Again, with the positive affirmation of yourself because you gotta. And then I'm gonna just take my yellows. Oh yeah, that's right, so the sun. Okay, I'm learning as I go. So let's take this brush and I'm gonna go in with my yellow here and that's, yeah, really brighten up that sun area because that's where the whole sunset is actually happening. And because I put this really pretty purple in, I'll just, oopsies, bring my ocean up higher because the ocean goes where I want the ocean to go. No mistakes. We just keep on rolling with it. Yep, there it is. There's my ocean. It just got higher. Global warming, everybody. The ocean's raising. Nope.
Oh, Megan, you're going to love this. Courtney is saying maybe a brushless painting challenge.
A brushless painting challenge. That would be so over the top and hilarious. We have to. Oh my gosh. That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. Okay, so there's my sun. I'm going to do just a little bit more yellow here. Okay, I've got 16 minutes left, guys. I feel good about that. I feel really good about 16 minutes. We're almost halfway. So here's, yeah, there we go. And then, yeah, I'm going to try to kind of make, I don't want to be like completely like, here's the sun, like a circle and rays. So we're just going to kind of allude to the fact that this is the sun. I'm going to get a little bit more of this dark stuff going over here. Yeah. Great. Good job, me. And then kind of blend it. Oops. Yeah. So that it,
Bob
yeah.
Ross never said oops. I don't think Bob Ross ever said
Bob Ross never said what?
oops.
That's true. He never did. Yeah. He was so confident. Maybe because he was a professional and not just, trying to be a painter poser here. Okay, there we go. Great. So that's what I wanted that to look like. And then I'm going to go blend it up just a tiny bit too. Yeah, that's looking good. So we've got some yeah, okay, wow. Really liking how that looks, and I don't quite know how to describe why I like it. I've got, this brush is just doing a thing of its own accord that I'm liking, so I'm just gonna go with it because it's kind of like dry and scraggly. And then, oops, no, I didn't like that. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna take my tiny little paintbrush here and give myself just like a few rays.
Oh, Megan, we're right under the halfway mark.
All right, I feel good about that.
Okay.
I feel really good about that. We're under the halfway mark. We're doing good. If you're just joining us, by the way, I'm trying to complete a painting of a tropical sunset in less than 30 minutes. So that's what I've got going on today. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Right now I'm working on trying to make my sun look pretty. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm feeling really, yeah. So that's going to be, and again, once it looks pretty, I have a hard time with, wanting it to look exactly perfect, but sometimes you just don't have time to make it look exactly perfect. So that's the sun. I'm going to call that a day. And everywhere I see a little piece of white canvas showing through, I'm just going to quickly go over and cover it with a little bit just to make it, because the white sky would never show through. That would be silly. There. Just covering up a little pieces with this same paintbrush and like almost blending the paint with the paint on the canvas. If you've noticed, I still haven't touched the water. So that's another cool thing about acrylics. All right, it's time to add the land. So I left this white over here because I figured it would be kind of like a beachy situation. So in order to make the color for the land, I'm going to do something similar to what I did with the dark part up there. Just blue and red and maybe a tiny bit of brown. So I'm going to do more of the dark blue for this, and then I'm going to use this cool looking, it's called crimson color. Throw a little bit of that down, and I'm going to mix that all up, and it's going to give me like a darkish purplish brownish, which is exactly what I want. And I'm going to go back and use my bigger brush. Oh no, I got paint on the table. That's okay, I'll clean it. So here I'm mixing these two. So I'm getting this really pretty brownish purplish situation, and I'm going to throw a little bit of my magenta in there because wow, okay, I'm going to throw a ton of magenta in there. That's okay. We're just going to, so that got a little bit too purple for my liking, so I'm just going to go back and add some more blue. Great. There we go. That's the color that I wanted. So it's like this brownish, bluish, purplish, darkish. Loving it. And that's going to be the land. So here we go. Painting. And you just really have to trust yourself. I didn't know exactly what that was going to look like when I threw it up on the canvas. And I like it because I have to, because I'm on a time limit. But if you don't like, a color that you throw up there, just mix more and make it what you want it. So here, and then I'm going to make my land kind of be like, oh, it's a little bit, a bumpy land. Here we go. It's a beach, and we've got some land up over here. Maybe, like in Malibu. Well, in Malibu, there's that pretty, like, mountain overhang thing that happens. So there's that. Here's some more land up in here. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking really great, I think. More land. Fill in the land down here. It's kind of scary to just throw a really dark color all over your painting, but just got to trust yourself, which, so painting, exercise in self-trust, everybody. That's the moral of the story. 10 minutes, we can do this. We can do this. If you're just joining us, I am doing a painting in I'm trying to finish a painting in under 30 minutes from scratch. And I'm feeling good about it. Samantha says passion level very high, and it's very true. I need a little bit more of this color. Joe, thanks for joining us. I love these colors, and yes, I second a brushless painting challenge. I believe that's actually already a thing. It's called finger painting, and I totally could do it. I feel like I would need a way bigger canvas though. So I'm getting there we go. There we go. Okay, so there's my mountain. Feeling good about it. And now, okay. So I just learned something. Don't switch up your brush strokes maybe. I just did a downwards stroke and it kind of went against everything else in the painting. So I'm going to cover that up by adding my horizontal strokes back in there. Great. All right, so here's the beach. I feel, Okay, great. So there's the beach. Looks beautiful. And now I'm just going to touch up the edges of my beach with a smaller brush so that it doesn't look as choppy. So I'm just going to kind of go over it with my smaller brush because to make
9 minutes.
9 minutes. 9 minutes and counting, everybody. Can I do it? Oh, Zach, thanks for joining us. The Louvre called. They want their painting back. Oh, that's funny. Thank you. That is a huge compliment. And Veronica, thank you for joining. This one time she says, I did a paint by numbers.
Wow, finish that story, Veronica.
Yeah. How'd that end up? Were you proud of yourself? I'm sure you were. Paint by numbers is great if you have patience. I never had patience for the paint by numbers. I just wanted the painting to be done. So I think I've tried painting by numbers a couple times and just ended up making it my own shapes because I, like I said, love acrylics because you can be impatient. Alrighty, so there, I've got lots of lagoons this beach, which, who doesn't love a lagoon? Oh, there's probably a mermaid in my lagoon. Remember, I love mermaids so much. My favorite in the world. All right, so, ooh, pretty. I could touch up this land forever if I wanted, but I'm not going to because I'm on a time limit. I think that looks good. Yeah. It's kind of weird though. I made a mistake, I think. No, that's fine. The ocean is here, and then this land, you know what? Okay, so if the ocean, let's get real for a second. If the ocean stops here, the land probably can't do this funny thing up here. So here's my ocean. In fact, I'm gonna take a very tiny, tiny paintbrush with a little bit of paint on it, and I'm gonna do my horizon line. Oh man, 7 minutes. Can we do it? Yes, we can.
Yeah.
There's my horizon line. Great.
What does that mean?
So the horizon is like where the ocean ends and the sky begins. And I'm just trying to define it for myself so that the painting makes maybe a little bit more sense. So, and then I don't like that it's just a black line across there. So I am gonna go back and blend a little bit more if I have time, which I totally will because I believe in myself. And then this, I'm just gonna make into just a mountain. Oops, going back for my bigger brush here. This is just gonna be yeah, great, okay.
Oh.
See, we fixed our problem. Does that make more sense? That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
See what I mean about if you make a mistake, it's not a mistake because you can just add more paint? That almost sounded like a rap. If you make a mistake, it's not a mistake because you just no, stop. Someone stop me when I start rapping. Please, for the love. Okay, great. Now we have just a regular looking mountain. Yay, that makes so much more sense. There you go, little mountain. Much better, aren't you more happy? And then the lagoons can be in the actual ocean. Great, we're gonna have to move on. Okay. That's going to be what that is. I'm going to go back with my yellow brush here and kind of fix up, this sky in here a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of blending for the horizon line. Yep, I love the blending look. And then with a fresh brush, 5 minutes, guys, 5 minutes. I'm going to take my yellow really quickly, and I'm going to refix my rays that I had done earlier and just go over because it's acrylic and you can do whatever you want. It's the best.
Sam wants to order this on Etsy. Is this going to be on Etsy?
Yes, sure. Yeah. Should I do Etsy? No, because this is for stuff. But I could if I had more time. Maybe. Oh, that ray was a little bit big, but that's okay because remember, you can just blend it back in. It's like it never even happened. What a great day to be alive. Okay, great. Looking good. Looking really, really, really good. I'm proud of this. You guys, I'm feeling proud. Okay, so now the last thing we need is a palm tree. This is gonna be the fastest palm tree ever painted, and I'm just gonna whip out my black really quick. I'm gonna throw it on top of the blue and maroon or crimson magenta situation that I had already started. Excuse me. I'm just gonna use the same paintbrush. We're gonna mix that all together. La da 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 dee da do, and I'm gonna go for it. It's gonna be a palm tree, like kind of in the foreground, is what it's gonna be. So the trunk is just gonna. Oh my gosh! I did it. That was really scary, but it had to be done because I remember this one painting that I saw when I was looking at inspirations, and I liked the one palm tree just shooting up in the foreground. So that's what we're doing. It's great. Travis, thanks for joining. The last time I painted a sun, it had sunglasses on it, and it was in the 2nd grade. I remember painting lots of suns with sunglasses. I have 3 minutes to complete this palm tree. Here we go. Everybody send out your best can she finish it vibes for me. Okay, there's the trunk. It's looking great. I'm proud of that trunk. That's going to be the trunk. We're going to stop there and go for a smaller brush, the teeniest, tiniest one. And here we go. Ooh. Boop, boop. Sound effects. Meow. 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 Wow. Boop. Okay. Right? That's great. And then load my brush up. And I'm going to give it some. Oh man, that was too much paint. Too much paint. Do I have a smaller brush? I think this one's even tinier. Add some of my branches here. This is going to be more of an abstract palm tree because I've run out of time almost. But there we go. Add a little bit of branches. We're feeling good about our branches, or rather palm leaves. If I had more time, I would probably do this part with a Sharpie, I think. Like I would let the entire painting dry, and then I would go back and do the palm branches with a Sharpie, just to make them more defined. But although I'm kind of liking how this is looking. Yeah. 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Luckily for me, I'm feeling really good about how the sky looks. So maybe I'll just spend my last 2 minutes here making this palm branches look great. Yeah. They're all going to be different, varying different. What am I trying to say right now? Like some of them are dark and some of them are light. Yeah. I'm really just kind of going for it here. Great. Add some up here, the lonely palms. Yeah, so I like to use different types of media for when I'm doing the smaller parts. I've used nail polish on my paintings before, just as an experiment. Like if I'm doing lettering, and I have a really pretty one of those nail polish that's like really thin nail polish, like for nail art, and I've done lettering with nail polish art pen before. Sharpies, pencils. I've taken a crayon once and tried that. All right, guys, I think we're just about done. I have 50 seconds. Oops, that turned out a little darker than I wanted, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. Yeah, that's great. Actually, now that I've done it, it kind of looks really, I kind of like how it's not completely dark and defined. Maybe I like that. I don't know what I like about it. No, maybe.
You have to like it.
Yeah.
It's art.
Yeah, it's art. This is pretty. Okay, you guys. 20 seconds left.
You have to sign it.
Oh, I do have to sign it. Yeah.
It's all within the time limit.
All within the time limit. Here we go. Just adding. Don't forget to quit when you're ahead. So stop, and then I'm just gonna take my little 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there it is. I did it. I'm very proud of myself. Stephanie, thanks for joining. She says it looks great. I'm so proud. Christina, thank you. You know, that's not too shabby. Yeah, so there we go. A 30-minute painting. If I had more time, I would probably, like I said, just do different touch-ups here and there, like maybe add some coconuts or go back over and make the sky even more blended. It's still, you can see a lot of the brush strokes, like especially up in this area and in the darker areas. So with more time, I would probably go over that with like maybe a dry brush when it's still wet or something, or a wet brush, excuse me, and make it and blend it a little bit more. And then same with like the mountain, I would make sure that edge was, just a little bit more perfect. Maybe I would have added some waves. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be that. thank you for joining. If you liked this video, please tag a friend, share it. That would be great. And we'll see you next time tomorrow at 11 a.m. So thank you so much for joining.